Good morning and welcome to the final vlog from our summer 2020 European road trip. We started off 2.5 weeks ago where we started at Belwaarde, didn't we? In Belgium. We then made our way up into the Netherlands, did various different theme parks there, down through Germany to some more of our favourites before coming here to France. And of course we've just spent 2 days at Disneyland Paris. Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube, check it out. Spent 2 days at Disneyland Paris and then following on from that, our final day here, of course, at Parc Astérix. What an amazing trip we've had, haven't we?
It's been amazing.
It's been absolutely epic, and we thought we've got to come here. It's only 45 minutes away from Disneyland Paris. I've been a few times, but Charlotte's never actually been before. So loads of coasters for you to get on today. Some big rides for us to try. Of course, we can use our chest-mounted GoPro here as well and get plenty of on-ride footage. Along with that, we'll also check out the various different measures in place due to COVID-19. You do need to pre-book your tickets, much like most theme parks at the moment. And along with that as well, they've got various different hand sanitizer stations around the front and social distancing markers, and we'll film that throughout the park and the queue lines. But here we go, welcome to the final vlog from this epic road trip. It's Parc Astérix. So park hours today here at Parc Astérix are from 10 AM through until 7 PM. We're probably going to have to leave a little bit earlier than that just to make it down to our Eurotunnel, but we'll be able to stay most of the day. And here's a little look at the holding area. As we can see, there's not a lot of social distancing taking place here. I mean, me and Charlotte have kind of tried to stay away from people.
This is the fantastic social distancing that we have.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, there's no markers or anything here. Obviously, oh, we're going in. Here we go. Let's make sure we stay a good distance here. Oh wow, everyone's just piling forward. I didn't really think they'd be doing a hold here today, to be honest. I thought they might have just let people straight through. But here we go, it is only 9:30, so obviously maybe it was getting a bit busy there. They decided to open up. But yeah, not a lot of social distancing going on here, but we'll certainly try our best to keep our distance and of course keep our masks on. Right then, so crowds seem to have dispersed a little bit now as we've made our way down here to our first roller coaster of the day, the B&M inverted coaster known as OzIris. I mean, look at this, a fantastic theme. The station building over there, it's got a really nice fountain package out the front. This is a great coaster. I mean, what do you think to the look of this?
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Very well themed. It's a great ride, this one. We've managed to get up here pretty early as well, so hopefully we'll get on here pretty quick, of course, depending on what they're doing in terms of social distancing on the trains. Looking forward to seeing how this goes. We've got security here, we've got the markers on the floor. So, of course, we'll see what happens inside the queue lines. But nice, clear yellow markers. And people actually in the queue line kind of seem to be following them, which is good. Just seemed like maybe they didn't do a very good job with that hold. But at the end of the day, you know, the park are probably trying the best they can with things, and then they realised it was building up there, so they've let people in early. But yeah, people seem to be sticking to the yellow markings in the queues, which is a good sign. Here we go then, so it's 9:45 and they've opened the queue line 15 minutes early. So here we go, as we can see, mask protection. Got plenty of signs up throughout the queue line telling people to make sure they've got the masks on. And of course this is a very heavily themed queue line, very nice through here. Of course, for any of our American viewers, it may remind you a little bit of Monsoon. So much great theming, look at this. To make our way around this way and up into the station. Looking forward to riding, Charlotte? Let's see what they're doing in terms of social distancing. Are they loading all rows? Are they leaving gaps? We'll soon find out. Oh, here we go. So it's before 10 o'clock and we're getting on our first ride. And we're actually on the front row because the front row queue was open. And it also seemed like the single rider queue was open. However, I'll confirm that when we get off. So on here, they're filling every seat, every row. Yeah, like with the two of us in our party, of course. Next to Charlotte on the right, there's two other people. So yeah, in terms of the trains, they are still filling them up, full of people. And here we go on the front row of OzIris. Looks like we're in for a busy day today. And there's not a lot of social distancing going on. But here we go, we're going to make the most of this. This is a good ride. And let's go. Woo! fantastic. Really, really smooth. Some nice force. OzIris on the front row to start our day here at Parc Astérix. Whoa, what an absolutely fantastic first ride of the day on what is now Charlotte's favourite B&M invert.
That was amazing. I absolutely loved that.
I'm glad that you liked it. It's not too intense either.
I think that's why I like it, because it's not that intense. That is brilliant.
But it's a long layout. It's well themed.
Brilliant.
Loads of different inversions, but it's not too intense.
I loved it.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it, because normally with a B&M invert you get a really long layout, but it'd be very intense, which obviously for Charlotte isn't great.
For me, it's perfect.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I mean, what was one of your favourite elements? What did you enjoy the most on there?
I enjoyed the whole thing. It was amazing.
Yeah, I really like this dip down actually, straight here underneath. Of course, you got all the waterfall that's cascading down. You come under this way and then back up the top there. And of course, you get a fantastic fountain show. But as you mentioned before, whoa, the Antan's coming out. I think we need that.
I need it after today.
Definitely, they are filling the trains. And as mentioned, single rider, there it is. The gate is open. You can also purchase fast track here today as well. So it's very, in terms of normal operations here.
I feel like the social distancing is awful.
Yes, it's not great.
The park has done enough.
No, I think the issue is the park have put profits and operations before safety with this one. I've always praised the operations here, and they are fantastic at getting the trains out there. You're not waiting long at all. Like that, another train's just gone straight back up. But during a pandemic, obviously, they should be changing that, and safety really needs to be the paramount in terms of with the pandemic. But onwards and upwards, we're going to head up towards the wooden coaster now, Tonnerre de Zeus. I think you'll enjoy this one as well. Let's go and give it a go. OzIris, everybody. What a beauty! Right then, so we made our way right to the back of the park then now. We're coming to join the queue for Tonnerre de Zeus. Here we go. So it doesn't actually look anywhere near as busy down the back of the park. That's why I thought let's come down here now to carry on with some rides. As you can see, you've got some more information about masks, hand sanitizer, and social distancing as well. Quite a bit of retrack work took place there, as we can see, which is good. Looking forward to getting back on this. Of course, Charlotte's first time as well. Love a good woody, so I think I'll enjoy this one. One of the best out there, in my opinion. I think this is a really good, solid coaster. So let's make our way around this way and see how long we're going to wait. Good news is I don't think it's going to be ridiculously long, because normally I wait from back here. So yeah, we're going to see we're just under this section. It's probably not going to be too bad, maybe 20 minutes or so. But yeah, look at all this retrack work, what has been done here. I mean, here we go. Yeah, all this final bend just before the brake run, all been retracked, and I believe they're doing quite a lot of retrack work, as we can see up the top there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this is riding. Tonnerre de Zeus. Oh yeah, not too busy at all. Right then, here we go. So we wait about 15 minutes there for our ride here on Tonnerre de Zeus. 2 trains in action. I tell you what, they're getting them trains out there quick. There's Charlotte. Are you ready?
Yeah.
With a lot of this ride, it's quite well hidden, so you don't really see that much from the queue line. So if you've never seen a POV before, you'll be in for a surprise.
I've never seen one.
Here we go. We're looking forward to this. We'll also get a view of that new accommodation here at Parc Astérix as well. Here we go, that's what we're going to go through. All that. Yeah, there's a brand new hotel right next to here. It was actually being built last time I was here, and it was just like the concrete shell. But I'll try and show you a little bit of it to the left actually when we get up to the top here. Looks quite busy in the hotel, so the car park's full down there. But yeah, this looks really well themed, this accommodation. Obviously we can just see the roof of it from here, but there you go, you get a bit of an idea of it. I'd like to stay there at some point, all down the side. Here we go, you ready? Tonnerre de Zeus. You didn't like it? Oh, I tell you what, it was a lot smoother now. That was brilliant. One of the best woodies in the world. Right then, so we just had our ride there on Tonnerre de Zeus, and I really enjoyed it. Freshly retracked quite a bit there. How was your ride?
I wasn't a big fan of that, to be honest.
You really enjoy it? No? What didn't you like?
Boring.
A bit boring. It's a good long coaster though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good long coaster. It's very smooth, but there's much better roller coasters out there in my opinion.
It wasn't for you. But
No,
you know, you've had a favourite invert this morning, which is good.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed that. But no, I really like it. I think it's a good long layout, good first drop, of course, into the tunnel as well. That's really nice. And of course, with them retracking quite a lot of it, it was very, very smooth. I really enjoyed it. Great to get back on there. And like I say, it's actually one of my favourite wooden roller coasters in the world. Really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, anyway, if that wasn't up to your fancy, we can always give Goodricks a go, which is just behind us. This is the 1989 Vekoma looping coaster that's got 7 inversions. However, I've not seen it going round whilst we've been stood here just, so maybe it's gone down. But we'll have a look round there. If not, we'll go and do something else and we'll come back later. But we'll have a little walk around this way and have a look. Yeah, so Goodricks seems to be having a few technical issues at the moment, so we thought there's no point in joining a queue line for something that's not running round. Of course, we want to make sure we get Charlotte all the coaster credits in today as well. So we're coming on the Tivoli Coaster. Hey! You've never been on one of these, have you, before? So here we go. I think you'll quite like this. Quite a good fun little whippersnapper ride, this one. Of course, we'll make our way to Pegasus Express then as well. That Gerstlauer family coaster that's right next door, which I really, really liked, and the operations were fantastic on it. I mean, the theming's brilliant in this park. I think Parc Astérix is really underrated, actually. I said this last year, but for the theming and overall experience, what they do with the areas is stunning, it really is. But yeah, not too much of a wait for this, maybe 10 minutes or so. For Tivoli Coaster, let's go. In this ruin just here, I love it. Here we go. So we waited about 10 minutes there. We're in together, as you are on this type of coaster. It's very cozy, isn't it, Charlotte?
No!
Oh, we go. Nice simple lap bar that just comes down on this one. Nothing too much. And here we go. Woo! Hey! Oh! So Parc Astérix also loves a good bags on as well, as you can see. Take your bags on the Woody, take your bags on this, and a few other rides here, I believe. Way! So this type of ride is manufactured by Zara, and it's a Hornet model. Woo! Nice view of the queue line, give them a wave. Oh. It's a bit slow round here. Oh! That block brake, you're right there, you sound in pain.
I am.
And there we go, that's the ride. Nice fun little family coaster that, enjoyable. It was retracked a few years ago as well, so it's a lot smoother now, maybe a little bit too smooth. So it's 5 to 11 and we've done 3 roller coasters here at Parc Astérix. I'd say that's the most I've ever done here in that short amount of time. Like, we're getting around really quick today, doing really, really well. Of course, with that ride, good family coaster, we waited 10 minutes, but there's an even better family coaster just around the corner. It opened in 2017 and it's Pégase Express. This is brilliant, it runs 3 trains. Last time I was here, they were really hammering the trains out there, and of course with them loading everything as normal here today, I imagine it'll be just the same. So I look forward to getting on this. Of course, Gerstlauer family coaster features a backwards section. We actually did one of these right back at the start of the trip, which was the first one that you ever did, wasn't it? Wakala at Balwadi. Oh, yeah. And that was the first one of this type you've done. Of course, I've done a few different ones now, but this is a really good layout, fantastic family fun, and of course, got some good interaction with the rapids and over the water as well. So let's go and join the queue for Pegasus Express. Should be running 3 trains, I'd imagine. guys so far for Pegasus Express. We're in the station building now, we just got to go upstairs. Got this nice fake vending machine over here. Of course, it's got a Greek theme, this ride. So we're going in this Greek train station. As you can see, what do you fancy, Charlotte? What do you want?
Them crisps at the bottom.
I'll put you €1 in and we'll get you them crisps. There we go. Why aren't they coming down? Shocking. But yeah, in terms of social distancing, not too bad in this queue line. As you can see, people tend to be sticking to the yellow lines in front, but I'll show you around this way. Quite a lot of people not following it over there. Definitely the worst part we've been to for people following the social distancing. I mean, the park have put these big yellow lines down. There's announcements, there's still some signage, but obviously people aren't following it. It's not enough. No, it's such a shame, isn't it? I can kind of see now why Disney really limited the capacity. It seems like a lot of people around this area just aren't listening, which is a shame. But anyhow, hey ho, we'll get up the steps and we got on Pegasus Express. Here we go then, so we wait about 40 minutes in total for Pegasus Express, and here we go. Nice little launch out of the station, and we're on the front row. Woo! They're loving it behind, listen to the screams. Yeah, I do like that little pre-lift section, launch straight out, straight into it, and then up the lift hill. Sun's coming out now here at Parc Astérix. Probably going to get some lunch after this. I'll warn you now, viewers, we're going to get some loud screaming coming from behind. I can feel it.
It's not from me.
It's what?
It's not from me.
It's not from Charlotte. Here we go. Look at all them cars. €15 a car. That's how much it is for parking. It's such a whippersnapper. Really good fun ride. Just when you think it's the end, it's not. Oh, what's going on?
Qui ose venir ici, jusque dans mon repère? Pauvre fou! Fuyez! Fuyez!
Oh! We got squirted! And we're going backwards! Woo! Hey! Woo! And there we go, Pegasus Express, really good family coaster. That's quite long, great operations, 3 trains, nice indoor section, and you even get a little squirt as well. There we go, fantastic. Here's a little look at the transfer track and how that works. There you go, quite a nice view of the transfer track. So of course that has to disconnect there, then it spins around, connects us up. And of course that track then moves in and connects. Quite nice to see actually. And there we go, move forward. Pegasus Express. Yeah, 40-minute wait, I'd say that was good really for a really good family coaster, really well themed, very nice Greek theme to the ride. Oh, fantastic front row ride there on Pegasus Express. I only rode it for the first time last year and I really enjoyed it. What did you think, Charlotte?
That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. It was so long.
It's a long ride, it's got a good layout,
Brilliant.
and you don't really see much of the layout actually, do you, until you're on it. It goes right out towards the back of the park by the car park.
Brilliant.
And yeah, it's fantastic. I'm glad you
Really
enjoyed
good,
it.
yeah.
It's quite snappy, some really good elements, and you like the backwards section, didn't you, on
See,
there?
when we went into the section, I thought it was going to drop, but it didn't.
You do feel like when you go into that indoor section,
It's
it
like
might be a drop
drop.
track.
It's
But
really good.
of course, the door closes, you get all the projections in there. there, the door opens again, and then you go backwards quite slowly actually,
Yeah.
and then it really picks up the pace. It's fantastic. It feels like it's going to stall at first going backwards, then it takes you down a bit of an S-bend, some good twists and turns, making it a really good family coaster. I really feel like Gerstlauer builds some of the best family coasters going in my opinion. Really nice style of ride this, and it's great to get back on it again. Anyway, we've done 4 coasters before lunchtime.
Yeah, it's really good.
Good going really. We waited about 40 minutes for that, but you know, in general we're doing quite well here today at Parc Astérix. The sun's shining as well, so I think we're going to get some lunch now. So I'll have a bit of Sean and Charlotte's food review. Before we carry on, we'll do the bobsleigh this afternoon, we'll do Goodricks, do some of the water rides, and yeah, a few more bits here at Parc Astérix. Whoa, look at the size of that. What you got?
I've got a pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza, and how much was that?
It was €8.30.
Not too bad actually, not too bad, yeah, €8.30. Mine was €9, chicken nuggets, of course, fries and a drink as a menu. So when you compare it to Disney prices, it is quite a bit cheaper, isn't it, when you've just spent 2 days at Disney.
Yeah.
In terms of the food quality, it's alright, you know, it's standard. I don't know what Charlotte's pizza's like, we'll find out, but yeah, mine's quite nice. Just a bite of me fries and nuggets.
Right.
Is it alright? Not too bad. Right, we'll have our food, then we'll continue our day here at Parc Astérix and go and get some more rides in. Right then, so we had our lunch here at Parc Astérix and it was alright, really, for the price, wasn't it?
Well, if you have one of them pizzas, just be prepared, it might break your teeth. The crust was like iron.
I thought it was alright.
Yeah, the actual like pastry, whatever it is.
The toppings.
But the crust, if I'd have chucked that at the wall, it would have flung back at me. It was
make me laugh.
rock hard.
We have a laugh, don't we? At least you only paid €8 for it.
Good.
Anyway, on to our 5th ride of today now. We're going to go on the Rides Bobsled. One of the best, if not the best one of these. Normally gets quite a big queue, but it runs a ridiculous amount of trains. It runs like 5 trains. So let's head round here and join the queue for this one. You make me laugh. No more hard pizzas for Charlotte this trip.
Get them in the bin.
Be Greg's tomorrow instead.
Yeah.
So crowds are definitely building up this afternoon here at Parc Astérix. 35-minute advertised wait for the Trace to Horror. So we'll join the queue line for this one. It's really worth the wait though. It's a fantastic one of these. Honestly, I really like these Mack bobsleds, but this one is absolutely awesome. So we'll get in the queue line here and we'll see how long we wait. Honestly, the operations on this are amazing. There's one at the top of the lift hill there, and already your next one's here ready to go. I've never seen anything like it. This has got to be the best operated one of these out there in the world. Like, it's crazy, isn't it, Charlotte?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, they're just going around all the time, constant. We've waited about 20 minutes so far. We're only going to go around this corner, so I'd say maybe half an hour. In total, it was advertised 35. Let's go on a Trace to Horror. Wow, that was fantastic. The train was in the station probably about 15-20 seconds, no messing about. There we go, the other one's already still on the lift hill up there. Fantastic operations. And here we go, it's a good long ride, probably my favourite one of these, really like it. So yeah, we waited probably about half an hour there, I'd say, in total.
And I'm getting squashed again.
Oh no. This opened here at the park in 2001. And we're going to get some great views from up here. Beautiful, really shows you how far away we are from central Paris. I mean, of course, you got loads of really nice scenery around here. Not too far away from Charles de Gaulle Airport though. Spot the fake tree. It's a telephone mast, there's 2 of them actually. Here we go. Whee! Woo! Whee! Whoa! Woo! It's the ride that just keeps on giving. Oh, bit of helix, helix, helix! We got some wooing coming from behind. He's going woo! He's loving it.
My teeth are gonna fall out.
Woo! Through the rock work. And there we go. Really nice long ride. Oh, fantastic operations on there as well. Brilliant. Oh, I really enjoyed that. Fantastic operations. They've actually got a member of staff there waiting, saying, lift your bags up, because of course it's a bags on ride. Lift your bags up, ready to get off. As soon as it stops in the station, air gates are open for the next riders. You've got to step right out, lap bars are up. It's no messing about on there, is it?
No, it's really quick.
Yeah, it's a good long ride though, isn't it, that?
It was really long, but I think it'd be better if I sat on my own.
Oh, I know, yeah. Unfortunately, you don't really get an option on there unless you go up there saying you're two single riders, but obviously they just want to get them out there that quick. Oh, she's off to the gift shop. She's going to the gift shop. Anyway, we've got a little junior coaster to get you on now. After this, we've only got one more coaster left to do here, and that'll be Goodricks. It's advertised a wait time of 30 minutes, even though it's straight down into the station, which is a bit bizarre. Definitely not 30 minutes because we're straight down here. But yeah, we'll take you on board this one. Little Tivoli Coaster. Nothing spectacular, standard layouts, but it's back down here next to OzIris, and it fits in quite nice actually. So we'll take you on with the chest-mounted GoPro. We go. Advertised wait time 30 minutes, actual wait time 5 minutes. Here we go. Managed to get on the back row of this as well. Unfortunately, as you saw there in the footage on the train before, some people decided to take the masks off. Please, 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 if you come into these theme parks, follow the rule. We're on the back row, we're gonna get whipped. Woo! Whipped over that drop. Charlotte's holding on for dear life. Hey, I tell you what, it flies round there, doesn't it? For some reason, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to brake when you come back through the station there. Just a little bit to slow it down. Pretty sure it's a 3-lap special. I do really enjoy these coasters. We're going in for 3, I think we are. Oh. Sure it was a 3-lapper last time. There you go, 2 laps. So after a good ride there on the Parc Astérix Tivoli, we've made our way back over to Goodricks. Advertised wait time of 25 minutes. So far we've been waiting about 10 minutes and we're already on our way up to the station area. So yeah, it's moving quite quick. A couple of trains running on here. So yeah, we'll head straight up and have our ride on Goodricks, the final roller coaster that we've got to experience here today. And we soon got round the park and done the coasters actually. Probably the quickest amount of time that I've ever done the coasters at this park actually. It's not been too bad with the wait times at all. And Charlotte's enjoyed quite a few of the rides here, haven't you? Yeah, really good. We've still got quite a few to do. We've got a few mystery rides, shall I say, for Charlotte to go on. I'm looking forward to taking her on. Unfortunately, the ghost train shut a couple of years ago, but that was really good. I think you'd have quite liked that, but unfortunately, it did close a couple of years back. But we'll get you on Goodricks, and we'll see what you think to this. To some people, they don't find it too bad, like me. Other people, they say it's one of the roughest roller coasters in the world.
No.
So we'll find out what Charlotte thinks when we come off. Goodricks, everybody! Right, here we go then on Goodricks. Well, we did wait about 20-25 minutes there, I'd say. I tell you what though, quite shocked at what we've just seen in the station. They're actually double loading the bays. Of course, throughputs have always been a big priority here at Astérix, and I've always praised the operations, but I think during a global pandemic, I'm not that impressed with what we're seeing in terms of the double bay loading. Just can't believe that. Absolutely crazy. Literally, there was people right next to us. I mean, that really defeats the whole object of having the social distancing markers all throughout the queue line if the staff are actually going to load the bays with 4 people in. Of course, 2 for each row. So yeah, like double bay loading. Can't believe it. It's clear that throughputs and getting people on the rides is still the priority here, which I really didn't think it would be, and it definitely shouldn't be. Of course, they should be trying the best, but double bay loading, not on during the pandemic. Well, here we go, we're on the front car on the 2nd row on Goodricks. Known as one of the roughest roller coasters. Let's go. Woo. That was a bit painful. Oh, into the corkscrews. Not to be missed on a visit to Parc Astérix. Oh, blimey. And there you go. I think Charlotte's still alright. Is she okay?
What the hell was that?
We got a response, it's alright. She's okay. Yeah. I'll tell you what, that was quite rough. Normally I don't find it too bad, but yeah, that wasn't very comfortable that time. Still alright there on Goodricks, and I tell you what, it was a bit painful, that was, wasn't it?
A bit? That was disgusting.
Oh, you two made me laugh with your ride reviews.
I didn't like that at all.
It's a shame because it's got so much potential. You go down that first drop, as you can hear from the screams coming behind us, and it's really intense. Like, you've got like a near blackout moment there.
I nearly passed out.
You certainly started grey out at that point, and then honestly you made the way into the rest of the layouts, and I must say that was quite rough. Definitely the roughest ride I've ever had on it. I don't normally find it that bad actually, but today, I think because of the heat as well, that was really, really rough. Like, I've got no interest in riding that again today, if not ever. Like, after that was awful, wasn't it?
I will never go on that again.
Hey, at least you've been on it, you got the credit.
Yeah, I got the cred, but it was horrible.
It kind of feels like it should be so much better over the water here as well. It's got such a lovely setting to it. Over the lake, you got the fountains all around here, the music, and then you get on ride, and yeah, it wasn't great, but luckily we didn't wait too long. In fact, I've even got a little bit of headache that's starting to form now after that. Yeah, it's never been that bad, but today, that was awful. Yeah, I really didn't enjoy that at all. Goodricks, everybody. So good to see they've still got the floating bar in action here at Parc Astérix. Really do quite like this. You got this drink selection here, so you can have some cocktails there as well, €9. You can have a beer down there as well for €7, but also your soft drinks are €6. But obviously you're paying for the experience, aren't you?
But it's nearly €7 for a bottle of Coke.
It is, but you're paying for the experience. You get to sit in this Viking hat, and then it lifts you up to a height that I'm not too sure of. Right up to the top there, and you get some really nice views of Tonnerre de Zeus and the park. Like, you know, I do really quite like the setup of it. There you go, you can just see everybody over there now, look, on the tables. They've got the cocktails, they've got the drinks, and then they're gonna go up. They actually stay up there for quite a long time actually as well. It's quite a nice idea. It's quite expensive for a Coke, but obviously you are getting the experience and you get to go up to the top. You have to put your seatbelt on, and then you get a drop tower coming back down and it spills your drink all over you. No, I'm only joking, but I think it's quite a nice little idea what they've got here. You know, I've never actually seen one of these until I saw this one here. I believe there is a few others out there, but what a unique idea. There you go, the operator sits in the middle and they're going up. And up they go. Enjoy your drinks, folks, your beers, your cocktails, and your €7 Coke. Go you enjoy it. Enjoy the views. It's expensive, but I do quite like the idea of it. I think it could work really well in somewhere that's very picturesque.
I just don't understand why you'd want to pay €6.90 to go up in a Viking app and just drink it up there.
I think it's a nice experience. I like it.
I don't get it.
You're not a big fan? No. See, I could see something like that maybe working at like Disney Springs or something like that.
But
You know, it's like an experience.
looking over Goodrich.
Anyway, we've got on all the coasters. Which one's been your favourite out of all the coasters?
OzIris.
OzIris, you liked Pegasus Express as well. They're the two that you've really enjoyed the most, but it's been good to get you on the coasters here. I didn't even know if we'd get them all done coasters-wise today.
But I feel off it after that.
Yeah, I must say I've got a bit of a headache, so we need some more relaxing rides, I think. We'll check out some of the water rides, shall we? And we've got a dart ride, which is a bit strange. Of course, the viewers probably know what it is, because I've took you on it before, but I don't think my lovely girlfriend over here, Charlotte, knows about it, so we'll take you on. It's not anything scary, it's just, it's just a bit of a weird ride. They're still running it. It's not even the ride that's funny, it's the pre-shows that make it. But I think it's just Charlotte's sense of humour. I think she'll really enjoy it. But here we go. Let's make our way down this way. I don't think we'll be going on Discobolix today, unfortunately. It's got an hour wait for a Zamperla Disco, but it is probably the most beautiful Zamperla Disco I've ever seen. And if you check out last year's vlog, of course, we took you on board for the ride, but yeah, I don't think we'll be giving that a ride today. An hour's quite a wait, and I don't think the effects are on actually today. Normally there's a water splash effect and also fire that comes out of the big pots there on top. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you it in action. In fact, I'll put a bit of off-ride footage in for you now just so you can see Discobolix in action. Now, one of my favourite ever theme park flat rides is a good old traditional magic carpet. So we're going on here, it looks like we're going to walk on wait. So why not? Charlotte's coming on. I know she's actually coming on a flat ride. Crazy, she quite likes these, don't you? You're not normally a flat ride fan.
I like these.
She likes a magic carpet. It's a well-themed one. Love this whole Greek-themed area. Just very, very nice. All the whitewashed walls and the blue that really stands out. Very, very authentic. I'd say this is my favourite themed area. And of course, Pégase Express just fitting really nice with all this, with the colour schemes and the theming, the decor. It's very, very nice. So come and join us for a ride on this wonderful magic carpet. Right, so here we go on the magic carpet, and of course we've already been talking quite a lot about social distancing measures, or should we say lack of. Don't get me wrong, I love Parc Astérix, but I am a bit disappointed with what's happened today. Basically, they've completely filled up this magic carpet, and look at this, like, literally touching legs. Touching legs with a stranger. Guys, it's intense, this is. You're right, Charlotte. Intense. Like, yeah, like, they shouldn't have filled this up all the way. Look at it. Here we go again. Oh, it's intense. God, that was intense, that. Short but intense. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Parc Astérix. I've always praised the operations here. But what we're seeing today in terms of the social distancing really isn't great at all.
It's completely unacceptable.
It's not very good. I mean, in terms of the social distancing markers, plenty of markers around the pathways in the park and the queue lines. There's plenty of hand sanitizer stations, and they are enforcing the masks. But all that's a little bit pointless if when you actually step onto an attraction, you are directly next to somebody.
To be like this next to somebody. It's just not acceptable.
I can understand on a roller coaster a little bit more. If I had a theme park, I'd still be running it differently. But of course, other theme parks that we have I've seen this trip have also on roller coasters put people next to each other. Phantasialand, Europa Park, they've done that too. But on a flat ride, of course, it's a lot more of a confined space,
yeah, like
isn't
on
it?
flat rides we've been on during this trip, they've kept like space in between, but whereas on that, there was literally sitting everybody right next to each other and you was touching each other.
Yeah, like it was unacceptable. It makes me really disappointed because I've always really praised the operations here. And don't get me wrong, from a throughput's point of view,
it's really
they're doing
good.
fantastic. They're getting the trains out there, they're getting the ride sent. I mean, that was parked up for maybe about 60 to 90 seconds. A ride like that would normally take 5 minutes to download and then load up again. They're getting them out there quick, but they really, really need to be thinking, we're in a global pandemic right now. And this park, yes, they've put precautions in place, but it's all a bit pointless if when you're being put right up against somebody on a flat ride.
It feels like profits over safety.
Yeah, it does, and it's such a shame, really. You know, I don't want to put a downer on the end of the trip because it's been absolutely fantastic, and it's great to get back to Parc Astérix. I really enjoy the park. However, I really think they need to evaluate how they're loading guests on certain attractions. On the coasters, I can find it a bit more understandable, but on a small flat ride like a Magic Carpet, yeah, I do find that unacceptable, what we've seen on there. I was literally right up against the person next to me on there.
It's not
and during a pandemic, that isn't great. I mean, you look at what Disneyland Paris did, it's 30 miles away down the road. And
completely different.
Really limited the capacity. On the attractions, they were leaving gaps between everyone. And then you look at what they've done here compared to that, and it's disappointing. I know we're comparing a Disney theme park here with a standard theme park, but you know, from what we've seen on this trip,
safety should come first.
yeah, like you know, make no bones about it, safety is the priority, and that should be the case. But nonetheless, we'll carry on with our afternoon here. Don't think I'll be riding any other flat rides though today, because I don't fancy being put directly next to somebody. We even tried to wait for the next one, and we were put straight on next to some other people. So it's not even a matter of you can ask and wait. If you want to ride that attraction, you've got to be prepared to sit directly next to somebody. So yeah, not great at all. But let's get plenty of this hand sanitizer on before we carry on with the afternoon. Let's see what they're going to be doing on the water rides. Right then, so we waited about 35 minutes and we've made it onto the rapids, and as we can see, everyone gets their own boat. So a party gets their own boat, which is how it should be, but I'm just a bit confused as to why it wasn't the same on the Magic Carpet. But here we go. Nonetheless, we've got a bit of mega wave coming in. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's nice and hot, so I don't mind if we get a bit of a splash. I love the colour of the water on here as well. It's so nice, isn't it? It's like got a blue tint to it. Lovely, colourful water. Unfortunately, not much social distancing going on in the queue line, was there? But kind of, we got used to that here now. We're just trying our best, aren't we? Trying our best.
We just need to follow the rules because it's not fair on everybody else. People need to have respect.
Yeah, definitely. Hey! Picking up some pace now. Here we go, a bit of rapids action. Love a bit of rapids here on Theme Park Worldwide. Picking up some speed. We've got the queue up there for Pégase Express. Give everybody a wave. Hey. Oh, here it comes. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to get some now. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I was getting some. Oh, it's Charlotte. Has it got you?
Why is it always me?
Oh, no. Got some great views. Oh, Pégase Express just up here. Is it running round? Can't see it. Normally you'll see a train going over, especially with it running through. Here we go.
Oh no!
Oh, into the waterfall now. Is it going to go off? It's gone off. Oh! Ah! Oh! Love it, a bit of rapids action. Here it is. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful coaster. Oh, and here it comes. There we go. Backwards section, and the other one normally passes over this way. There it is on the lift hill. There we go. It's not the longest of rapids actually, is it? That's it. Oh, we just come around the corner here. We got the lift hill. Yeah, it's not the longest rapids. What we've been going for, 2 minutes and 7 seconds. But you do get a bit of a water splash here sometimes. Let's see if Charlotte's going to get a blast. Don't worry, it's not like Piranha at Efteling. If you haven't seen the vlog already, check out our summer night vlog from Efteling, where Charlotte had a soak-in.
I've never done anything quite like that before.
Oh, there we go, that's the rapids. It's quite a tame one, but it's worth coming on. You know, it's a nice water ride. On a lovely sunny day on the final day of our road trip. Right then, so we just had our ride there on the rapids. And now it's time to go on Charlotte's mystery ride. Give us an ooh. Here it is. How was your ride on the rapids?
It was okay.
It's nothing spectacular, is it? That it's a bit of a short one, but it's worth going on. You get some nice interaction with Pegasus Express. It's actually made it a lot better actually since they put that in 2017. Well, here we go. So we're going to head into this ride. I don't know, Charlotte, if we're going to get the funny bits or not. Because obviously it's in the pre-show, the funny stuff, and I don't know if they're going to be running the pre-show, of course, with everything at the moment, so we'll see what happens.
I'm sure with how the park's been, I'm sure they will.
Well, yeah, you never know. Yeah, everything else seems to be like it is normal, so we'll see if they're in the pre-show. If they are, you'll get something funny. If not, you just get a fun, enjoyable ride experience. So it's very well themed queue line around here, though. Really nice. All the pictures on the wall, all the stones. Very good. I've waited quite a while for this one before, so it looks quite quiet, actually. So let's go on and have a ride. Charlotte's mystery ride of the day here at Parc Astérix. Oh, so they're not running the pre-shows, but normally you actually go into there. And what actually happens is they take your photo and you like dance around on the walls and everything. So and then you go into like a little fountain show, and it's really, really good actually. It kind of makes it, but instead we're straight on to what is a madhouse. So here we go. We'll put in some on-ride footage from the madhouse itself. Normally you actually load in through them doors over there, whereas instead this time we've actually come in through what's normally the exit. Shame about that, isn't it? But it's understandable that the pre-show isn't running. Probably the right decision, to be honest. But it's just very mixed today, isn't it, with decisions what they've made on some things.
Should be done right, and other stuff aren't being done right.
Yeah, so. Very, very interesting. But anyway, we're on the madhouse. Let's have a little ride on here. Look forward to getting back on this. It's quite good, actually. So we just done the park's madhouse. What did you think to it?
Yeah, that was really good. I like the screens because there was a seagull on it.
Yeah, it's quite unique because obviously normally in the pre-shows it's explain what's happening, but you're like being pushed around on there, and you've got the characters, the Asterix characters on there who are like pushing and pulling you around. But no, it was good fun. Great to get back on it. Hopefully you'll come back in the future and see it with the pre-shows in action. Because it's great, you go through like this scene and they take your photo and you're all dancing around on the walls. I'll have to show you it in the vlog I did before. And then afterwards you go into this room with all fountains, and it's quite impressive actually, but I can understand why they're not running it due to social distancing. You know, that is how it should be, but obviously we haven't seen that in some of the other areas here today. It's certainly been a mix because I really do like this park, and I think the operations are great for getting on the rides, but just at the moment it really needs some changes. Anyhow, we've still got a few more rides that we're going to go on, still a few hours left here at Parc Astérix. We'll probably head down this way, do the log flume, Menhir Express I think it's called. We'll go over to the back, and there's another fantastic water ride to do there as well. Loving the water rides. Oh, my favourites. You've also got the Grand Splash just here as well. I don't think I'll be going on that today. Don't fancy getting absolutely soaked through before we get in the car, of course, to drive back to the Eurotunnel to make our way back to the UK. So I don't think I'll be giving the Grand Splash a go today. But the entrance is just here for it. It's actually in the big mountain. If you want to see some on-ride footage from that, check it out in the previous videos that I've filmed here on the channel. But head down this way now towards the Menhir Express. Let's go and give this one a go. It's a good fun log flume and it's got a little surprise in there as well. Here we go then, so we waited just over half an hour for the Menhir Express. So we're in the back of the boat. Are you looking forward to this?
No!
I'll tell you what, I've got Charlotte on quite a few water rides this trip. You've loved it, haven't you?
No!
Yeah, about a 30-minute wait. With this one, again, I'm not too sure what's happening in terms of social distancing. Got all the markers in the queue line and everything, but they're filling the boats up. So there's two of us two. There's another group directly in front of us. But I thought we'll sit in the back. We saw what we were doing from the queue line, didn't we, Charlotte? So we thought we'll sit in the back. Means at least we can not touch the people in front and keep our distance. But here we go on the Menhir Express. I'll spin you round. Obviously on the rapids it was one group per boat, and obviously these are much smaller boats and they're filling them up. Very strange operations, but here we go. I can't see us doing that many more rides, to be honest, today. Hey, love the water there, really nice colour. There she is. Oh, there you go, great view over there of OzIris. Beautiful. Really nice theming. Goes quite quick around the trough here as well. It's not the longest flume ride or anything, it's just got quite a nice indoor section that we're going into shortly.
On a launch!
It is launching! Don't worry, you're in the best seat as well at the back.
Oh no!
Whoa!
Oh.
The mega wave's coming in. Da -da 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 -da. Here we go. So we're going to be heading into this building. Here we go. It's a bit different this. Here we go. Hey. It's on! There you go. It's a good little indoor section, isn't it? You get an airtime out. There you go. A little bit different. It just literally drops down into some airtime. A bit of off-roading now. Here we go. Let's speed it up. Whoa! Hey! We got some funny noises coming from the back. Sounds like we've got a peacock back there. Whoa! Oh! Little indoor section now. Charlotte loves a good water ride. What's going to happen in here? Got a few fountains down here, I think. On the Menhir Express. Yeah, I love that indoor drop. It's worth coming on just for that. And we got these little fountains. Very nice. Well, I'm in that lift hill now, ready for the big drop. How are we doing in the back? It's a good log flume though, it's well worth coming on. I mean, we're what, 4 minutes into the ride? Definitely worth a ride. Trying to protect yourself behind my back there. Yeah, there'll be no protection for you. I'll move to the side. Quite a big drop, as you saw just from the off-ride footage. We're climbing up. You can hear them anti-rollbacks down there. Oh, and here it is. Get ready. You get a little moment just to think about life before you go down the drop. Station over there. Great views across Parc Astérix. Pretty big park actually. Big place. And here we go. Let's see what the Menhir Express has got for us. This is it. What was that? That was a very dramatic. I'm not even that wet, to be honest. Are you?
I don't want to talk about it.
We have a good laugh. There we go, the Menhir Express. You enjoy that?
No.
She loved it. There's a storm coming here at Parc Astérix. Just check the weather. Looks like we're in for a big rainstorm later on, but obviously we're going to be leaving earlier than the park closed today anyway to make it down to our Eurotunnel. How was your ride then on that Menhir Express?
I got soaked, but it was good fun.
Yeah, it's a good log flume, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the airtime now.
Really good fun. I tell you what, it's busy around here, isn't it? Look at this. It is crazy. It absolutely is crazy. There's definitely like too many people into the park today down here. I think we can all see that. But it's still been good to get back here to Parc Astérix. I do really like the park. It won't put me off coming again. I won't be coming for a while. I'll wait now until things return to a bit more normality before coming here again. However, you know, it certainly hasn't put me off coming to the park at all. I really like it. I think the operations normally are fantastic. And obviously, you know, the fact that they're trying to get as many people on the rides would normally be great, but obviously just not at the moment.
To evaluate social distancing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's been so many points today where, you know, I think it's what, 1 metre is the actual government guidance here.
We've had people stood right next to us.
Right next to us, basically touching us, like right next to us. It's, you know, it's crazy. No, it is crazy. But anyway, Charlotte, we've been on a lot of water rides, haven't we, this trip?
I'm not doing this one.
I promise that this will be your last water ride of the trip. How about that?
No.
You know you want to give it a go.
I don't.
It's quite good fun, this one. Have you been on Storm Surge at Thorpe Park? It's basically one of those. You sit in this massive boat just over here, and you're right. Okay, you're having a laugh. We sit in this big boat just over here. To be honest, the queue doesn't look too bad. It just goes up through the trees. Parc Astérix have actually put in some extra queue line here, which is quite interesting as well. Are you coming on?
No.
She's. I want to know what she's laughing at. Can we say it on camera or not?
I was walking down and that woman just went.
She was excited, you know why? Because she's just been on this, she realised how good of a ride it is. So here we go. It's called Leoctionarium or something along them lines. You know me, my pronunciation is absolutely awful. Well, here we go. This will be your last water ride of the trip. Oh, that was funny, that. What did she do again? Give us an impression. Love it. All right, let's go on. Good fun this is.
C'est obligatoire dans l'application ainsi que dans les publicités de la sortie. Merci de bien tes contrats, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
So we waited about 30 minutes there for what is our final ride of the trip. This is it. I tell you what, we've done so much, haven't we, across the past 2.5 weeks. And we've enjoyed all the different vlogs. So we're rounding it up here on this nice family raft ride at Parc Astérix. And there's not just the two of us in the boat. There's not just another 2 people. There's another 2. There's 6 of us in this boat. So here we go. Let's make the most of it. We'll do what we can. But yeah, social distancing obviously isn't a thing here at Parc Astérix. No consistency at all. But here we go. We'll wrap up the trip here on this ride. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy another water ride with Charlotte. Don't worry, you're not going to get that wet. Here we go. Family raft ride, riding it with our family.
Yep, who haven't got the masks on.
Oh, fantastic. Well, brilliant. Like, yeah, not very impressed really with the operations here today. They've took the masks off. My leg's basically touching his.
It's not on.
No, it's not great. There we go. Look at this. Woo! Hey, you're getting a good spin. Woo! Hey! Oh, we're getting a good spin. Oh! Hey! 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 Oh! I didn't get get too much there. Here we go. Hey. Oh. Hey. And there we go. Well, what can I say? Wow. Well, that ride there pretty much sums up some of our experiences that we've had here today at Parc Astérix. Of course, the fact there was then 6 of us in that boat from 3 different groups, it does defeat the object of having the social distancing markers. And then, of course, when people who are in your boat then remove their masks, it's a shame, it's disappointing. And I know that's not the park's fault, it needs guests to be following the rules, but really, if the park are seeing that happening, they should be putting just 1 group in there, or 2 maximum, because they're quite big boats. They could have easily sit us opposite, and it would have been about a meter's distance, I would say. But obviously, the fact there was 3 groups in there, you know, it wasn't ideal. No. You've seen it firsthand today. With us being able to film on ride, I'm glad this park allowed POVs because you've been able to see it firsthand what we've experienced today with some of the queues and the rides. And it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to go over everything what we've seen, but it is disappointing the fact that Parc Astérix are allowing it to happen, and it does feel like, well, not just feel like, we know for a fact that instead of safety being paramount, it's throughput and profits, because they've let too many in. Because they've let too many in, they've got to keep the throughputs high on the ride to get people through.
Disappointing.
It is, but you know, we'll leave that for now. Let's talk about the park itself and the rides we've experienced, and apart from that, the day that we've had. It's been really nice to get back to this really good French park. There's a fantastic selection of rides here. It's been great to get back on the likes of OzIris, which you loved, didn't you?
Yeah, I loved that. It was really good.
It's a good solid B&M invert.
Really
now Charlotte's favourite that you enjoyed. Along with that, we got on Tonnerre de Zeus. I really enjoy it. I know you weren't a massive fan, but I really like it. I think it's a good solid coaster. The fact they've retracked it is fantastic. Pegasus Express, really, really good family coaster. And along with that, an impressive selection of water rides here as well. I mean, we've not done the Grand Splash today, but that's another great water ride, and we've filmed on that before in previous vlogs, so check it out if you've not seen it. Along with that, there's some great flats. Goodricks, that was really rough today. I didn't really enjoy that at all.
It gave me a headache.
Yeah, it wasn't most comfortable. But I tell you what, in terms of a park, it's got some great theming, it's got a great variety of rides, and operations. I mean, let's talk about it normally when we're not in a global pandemic. Operations are some of the best for actually getting the trains out there and getting them filled up, running rides on maximum capacity. They're great at that, but I just expect that to take a back seat during a pandemic and then put the safety of guests first and maintaining that 1 meter distance, and you know, not having there's no point having the markers if people aren't sitting differently on rides. But you know what? It's been great to get back here again. I don't know when I'm next going to be back here, but hopefully some point in the future when they build their new roller coaster. Originally they were going to be getting a launch coaster for next year. It's been pushed back a couple of years now, I believe to at least 2023. So that's when it's going to be coming. But it's exciting times for them. A big Intamin multi-launch coaster is coming to this park in the future. I think it'll be a really good fit. Another big thrill ride for them, a steel thrill coaster that I think will go down really well with the lineup. But of course, in general, this has been our final vlog from this trip. Like, it's been absolutely amazing. You go right back to the start of the trip. It's been absolutely wonderful, hasn't it?
Brilliant.
Honestly, we've seen so much. We've covered about 1,600 miles as well. It's been a lot of driving. It's been a long trip, and that's not the end of the driving now. We've got about a 2.5 hour journey back to the Eurotunnel, and then of course about 3 hours back up to the Midlands in the United Kingdom, where of course we're from. But thank you so much for joining us on this epic journey through these different countries and different theme parks. We really appreciate it, don't we?
We do.
So thank you so much. In terms of is there going to be anything else from this trip, I'm actually going to be putting together a compilation video of some of our highlights and memories that we filmed in the vlogs into one big compilation video. So that'll be coming up in the next couple of days here on Theme Park Worldwide.
Me on all those water rides.
All them water rides that you've definitely wanted to go on. Well, honestly, we've had such a good laugh. It's also been a special day for us today as well, because it's actually been our 7th anniversary, hasn't it? So yeah, I just want to say, Charlotte, thank you so much for everything that you do for me and everything that you do for the channel as well. We've got so much planned for the future. It's really going to be very exciting. And of course, in terms of where we're going to be going next, a lot of UK theme parks are going to be coming up. Of course, I'm going to be visiting a lot when Charlotte can't come, and then when Charlotte is available,
I'll be there.
we'll be there too. So there's going to be a lot of UK parks. We're going to try and visit some of the smaller family theme parks that really need our support, and along with that, still going to some of the bigger parks as well. So So it's going to be fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us here from another trip on Theme Park Worldwide and our final park, Parc Astérix here in France. For the final time this trip, that means it's time to cue those credits.
Bye.
See you all back in the UK.